Hello everybody and welcome back to the American Dynasty YouTube channel. So in this video, I do want to talk about the match between USA and Jamaica. And in this game, USA has tied against Jamaica away from home 1-1. We had that chance to receive 17 points, but no, we ended up with a total of 15. We had that chance to have and make a strong position for ourselves within the table and not get knocked down away from first place too easily, but we came out with 15 points away from this camp, and I felt like this game was going to come. I knew that USA were going to have a tough time trying to pull out a great result against Jamaica, because historically Jamaica is a team that really does like to give a very strong performance against USA. So what we are going to be doing in this video is talk about three takeaways, right? What are three things that we have learned coming away from this game? Moving to point number one, and that is going to be Weah is a baller. Weah is probably one of the best players for USA at this moment, probably the best player for USA at the moment, because a very important player and piece for this team. Like no other player can do what he does. And that example, right, that I can give you guys to show you guys exactly what Weah can do on the field was that goal that he scored against Jamaica, because the fact that he went through three players on the field, put himself in a position to shoot, and then score a goal from that angle, and that is only something that we would see coming from a world-class winger out there in Europe. But Weah did that tonight against Jamaica, and it was a screamer. It was a moment where many of us did not even believe Weah just did that. So the fact that he is showing that he has the ability to dribble and have close control of the ball, he is showing that he is very unique. And we saw almost the exact same performance of Weah against Mexico like about 6-7 days ago, because Weah deserved a goal in that game. He deserved to score about at least one goal against Mexico because of what he was doing, the amount of players that he was taking on, the amount of times he was creating chances for other players. He deserved this type of recognition, and tonight we can finally say that Weah was the man of the match for USA tonight. And look, because USA has scored so early in this game and we were winning 1-0, many of us were thinking, okay, we're going to be having control of this game. We're going to be bringing the exact same USA side that we saw against Mexico go up against Jamaica. But this is going to lead us towards point number two. Point number two is this: we lost our football against Jamaica. Jamaica also lost their football against USA, because there was actually no football within this game. Because the moment that we thought that we were going to have control of this game, Jamaica scored their goal like around the 10th or 12th minute and made it 1-1. And from there moving forward, USA had no control of this game. Like many of us expected that USA were going to have the exact same type of control they had like against Mexico, right? Because we thought that we were going to carry that momentum, carry the exact same rhythm, seeing that these players have a better understanding between each other. But that is not what we did see on the field. For example, like look at these stats here. If we look at the stats coming from USA, they did not lack many chances. Like they were still creating shots, chances created. They were much better than Jamaica on that side. But I think that what was really missing in this game was their efficiency coming from USA, because against Mexico they were effective, they were confident, but against Jamaica they were not able to capitalize off of the chances that they were creating. So I also do want to give credit towards Jamaica for being so defensively disciplined up against USA. They covered the spaces very well. They were physically very prepared, because Jamaica knew, right, on their side, they knew exactly that if they were to lose in this game, they're going to be having no shot to qualify to the World Cup. So they were eventually going to go into the bottom 2 or 3 of the table if they lost against USA, which is why we saw Jamaica up their level, and USA were just not able to react. USA were afraid on scoring their goals. And here's going to be my other issue regarding USA, right? I think that another reason why we played so flat, why we looked like we could not find any solutions with our own starting 11, right? Almost the exact same starting 11 that we saw go up against Mexico. It is because Greg Berhalter, I think that it is time for him to really consider bringing in his strongest starting 11 possible, the one that we are seeing at the moment, and bringing a very strong bench. Because the fact that we had Roldan, Leggett, Ariola on the bench when we could have had Happy, Connor, De La Fuente, and DK on the bench, that was a horrible decision. Like that starting 11 that we had can only take you so far. Like there is going to be moments where that starting 11 will not be able to find you solutions, because players with Happy, Conrad, and DK, these are players that have the ability to grow. They have the ability to grow in these occasions where the starting 11 cannot find any solutions. And the fact that after seeing that USA were tied 1-1 against Jamaica around the 60th minute or 65th minute, knowing that we needed another solution, another player to bring something different, a different dynamic, someone who can score goals, our answer in the end was Ariola. Like really? Like it could have been DK, it could have been Connor De La Fuente, it could have been Happy. This really did show that USA had lack of a real strong bench against Jamaica, and that is only because Greg Berhalter decided to drop those players that I have just mentioned and bring players like Ariola, Leggett, and Roldan. Like, look, I understand that Ariola, off the ball, he does very well. I understand that he has a very high work rate, but on the ball, he is not so great. And in this game, we needed a player that was good on the ball to score goals, to create chances in order for us to achieve the 3 points. But no, that was not the case. Greg Berhalter decided to bring in some MLS veteran players that was not going to be bringing anything towards this USA team. And now I do want to move on towards point number 3. USA tonight against Jamaica, they were very lucky. They were very lucky that we came out with 1 point, because Jamaica could have easily scored a second goal. Because if we were to go back to that play, right, where one of the defenders coming from Jamaica actually headed the ball into the net, but it was only called off because the ref thought that the defender that scored the goal committed a foul against one of the defenders against USA. But if we were to replay that play back, there was really nothing wrong that went down inside the box. Like, that goal could have easily been called on. And so the ref tonight was on the side of USA when it came to that call. And Jamaica, again, could have easily scored 2 goals. And so, I don't know. I feel like USA were just not aware of what's going on in those last 20 minutes. I feel like mentally they were also not there. I do not know if this also has to do with this USA team being so young and inexperienced. Like, do they understand that there needs to be more mental strength in order to actually win against Jamaica? Like, the mental strength needs to take you a long way. You need to continue to have that in every game. And I understand that when it comes to young players, it's hard to get that consistency from those players. But in those last 20 minutes, I just felt like we had no football. Like, we were just literally having the ball and then asking, okay, what do we do next? Like, could another explanation on why USA played so flat was because of the heat? Could it have been because of the 84 degrees that was in Jamaica? Could really be that? Who knows? But I just think that this USA team, this side, they were very lucky. And I felt like this USA side that did go up against Mexico could have easily beat Jamaica, easily, maybe 3-0 or maybe even 4-0 if they carried the exact same momentum. But we did not do that. And it could have easily been fixed if we were to have a very strong bench, to have different solutions, to bring in players who can mark a difference. And I also do think that Greg did make some horrible calls in this game. Like, for example, like, why would you take out Weah, who was your goal scorer, and take out Yunus Musa, who was progressing the ball forward? Because we had a good connection going on between Pepe and Weah, which is something that we do like to see. We like to see that duo between Pepe and Weah. They understand each other, and when you have 2 players who understand each other and they create opportunities for you, there is no reason to try and disconnect that duo. So we could have easily ended this game with Weah on the right wing, Pepe as the striker, and Pulisic on the left wing. We could have easily ended like that within our front 3, but in the end, we saw Ariola come in, we saw Weah come off, Pepe also came out, and so it is what it is. This is where we do stand at the moment. Do I believe that this was a bad result? No, it was not a bad result, but it was a great. I do not think so. I just felt like we could have done more. I felt like we could have easily capitalized off of the momentum that we had from Mexico. Nonetheless, we have came out with a total of 4 points coming away from 2 games, and I'll take that. But that is going to be wrapping up today's American Dynasty YouTube video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.